Hello guys, how are you doing? This is Bayo Adio. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, I wanted to take you guys through my whole journey of trying to learn how to swim. This is something that I've been trying to do for 5-6 years. I'll take a few classes here and there, but it never seems to work out. So when we came to Nigeria this time, me and my wife, we made an agreement that one of our priorities is to learn how to swim. We wanted to do it in a way that we can afford. That's one of the reasons why we also couldn't learn how to do it. So now I am so excited that I can actually swim. I never thought that this is something that I would be able to accomplish as an adult. And a lot of Africans and a lot of black people have this issue because as a kid, their parents never took them to take swimming classes or swimming lessons. It was not a priority. So now we have a huge population of black people that has just never learned how to swim or swim. So I also thought that if I didn't learn it as a kid, that it's impossible for me to learn as an adult. So that is a mindset shift that I had to adapt. So the purpose of this video is to introduce you guys to my swim coach, but also to take you guys through the journey of how I was able to swim in I think in 2 months. I think it's 2.5 months right now. So let's get started. The first thing that we had to learn, step number 1, was how to be comfortable underneath water and breathing. So can you share more, sir?
My name is Coach Kennedy. So the first movement is just to have to hold your breath in the water. First of all, second has to glide in the water before you start kicking your legs. You need to be comfortable in the water, not less than 20 seconds, 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay.
So the initial process was to actually learn to be underwater for 20-30 seconds. You don't have to be in the deep end. It's to just be able to be comfortable underwater for 20 to 30, 40 seconds. That way you know that, okay, you've overcome the fear. The initial fear is that people are not comfortable putting their head underneath water. Even if they're standing, some people have the fear that if the water is here, there's a fear. So that's the first step. And then the second step is we started working on gliding. So that means there was no learning how to thread water like I tried to learn from other coaches, or learning how to freestyle or breaststroke. We started with just learning to be in the water, pushing out, and then coming back up, and then pushing out and feeling yourself trying to float and then come back up. So that was the first 2 things we had to really learn. And then I did a lot of reps of that, just practicing. And over time, I started feeling wow, I'm actually feeling myself floating the more that I relaxed. So that is step 2 of the things that we've been learning. Okay. Wow, so we're working on gliding. He looks so smooth in that water, like a fish. All right, so just push.
Yes, push. I'm going to hold you.
Okay.
For the starting.
Okay.
Your hand this way. Yeah.
Okay.
Hold your breath.
Okay.
You see how I move.
Okay.
Don't jump. Please don't jump this way.
Okay.
Look at me. Look at my movement.
Okay.
This way.
Did you push off?
Did you see my legs?
Yes. So do I push or?
Push.
Okay. And stay underwater?
Yes.
Okay.
Hold your breath.
Okay.
Come down. Easy. Bend down. Bend down. Okay. Are you ready? Don't you go. Push. Relax yourself. Easy.
I can't float.
I want you to look down.
Okay, look down.
Don't look forward.
Okay.
Look down.
All right. Okay. Oh, that's much better.
Yeah.
Wow,
You need to
that
look
made a
down.
big difference.
Yes, you need to look down there.
Wow, that makes such a big difference in terms of looking down.
Yes.
Okay, all right, try it again.
Yeah. We are doing it.
And I also naturally wanted to use my legs.
No.
Naturally.
Let's float very well.
Okay, all right.
1, 2, 3. Look down. Don't use your legs.
Okay, all right.
When it's time for using legs, I'll try to use your legs.
Okay,
Just
so
relax.
try not to use it.
Don't withhold yourself.
Okay, I feel like I'm stopping. That's why. So just, and you guide me through. Okay, all right.
Okay, so like that. Look down, look down.
I need to try with the head down. Yeah, I forgot.
Let your head look down. Don't look to the floor.
Okay.
Don't look to the wall.
Okay, all
Look to the
right.
floor.
Okay,
I want you to do it yourself, to push to me.
okay.
Then I'll finish it.
All right, okay.
Look down.
I also am not pushing aggressively, so I
Yes.
can push. Okay.
Too good. Look down. Very good. Very good.
Okay.
Now, look at me. There is 2 things I want you to understand.
Okay.
When your fingernail is up, you will be up. When it's down, you go down.
Okay. All right.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
Hands
So
together.
when my hands is up, I'll go up. When my hands is down, I go down. So
Just
do I go
control it.
straight or
Yes,
down?
yes. Straight.
Straight. Okay. All right. Much
But
better.
remember, going this way, swimming, this way is amateur.
Okay.
But when you're learning, try to learn this way.
Okay. So what's the difference? Oh, don't go this way. Just try to. Okay.
This is gliding. Now, glide and kick.
Okay. Yeah, it's slipping.
Very good.
So what's step 3?
Breaststroke.
All right.
So we do breaststroke, your head, you move your hands, and you move your legs.
Oh, we started with freestyle first.
No, we started with breaststroke.
Okay, with breaststroke. Okay.
Breaststroke before freestyle.
Okay. All right.
So,
oh, go ahead. Only stick with number 3.
okay. We start with breaststroke. After breaststroke, then we go to freestyle.
Okay. Why did you feel like you wanted to start with breaststroke?
Because he has a hard, strong bone. So if he has a soft bone, I will start with freestyle. So many people has a strong. Some people have a strong bone. Some people has a soft bone. You understand? When you look someone, you know the kind of bone he has before you introduce what will be okay for him. The breaststroke make him to float very well before I introduce freestyle. Hold. Close finger. Look at my eye elbow. Look at my elbow.
Okay.
Look at it. Really bend. And come to the chest.
Okay.
Pull your into your chest.
Okay.
Now, go over it.
All right.
Rest back on the wall. Rest back. Give me your hands. Straight hands. Close hand. Close finger. Finger. Close it.
Okay.
Close it. So water cannot move.
Okay.
Push it. Gently. Gently. Bend. Deep. Close. Come straight.
Okay.
Close finger. Make sure this your nose is working. This. This. Very good.
Okay.
You straight it. toes. Okay, want to go inside the water now.
So I need to bring my elbows higher.
Yes. Really nice. Now, breaststroke.
Okay.
With breathing.
Oh.
Okay, let's start with that breathing first.
Okay.
You did 3, and
Okay.
before you do breathing 3.
Okay.
Very good. Do it again. One more again.
And I'm trying not to push too hard so I
Yeah.
can have room to do it.
Awesome. Head up. Good job.
Okay, all right. So let's talk about this. So it was much easier for me to transition into now learning how to use my arms and legs once I have learned to just push without adding all the extra things. And then the next challenge was learning the technical aspects of moving through water. So the first step is to learn how to push off of the edge and then feel yourself floating and come back. And then the next step was to learn how to push and then introduce the breaststroke movement, which is the hands and the legs. And then we also broke that down. We worked on the arms, we worked on the legs, we did a lot of reps, And so kick out and also use my legs.
Yes,
So relax and use my legs.
Yes. Look at the kick out. You kick out. Do you see?
Yeah.
But you are kicking inside the water.
Okay. So make sure that my legs come out. Okay. Okay. All right. But if I'm not holding the wall, then I'll be inside.
You'll be inside.
All right.
Legs together. Make sure you close the legs together.
Okay,
Kick with
close.
your toes.
Okay, close.
If you are tired, you tell me you are tired, you relax yourself.
Okay.
Let your body calm down.
All right.
Want to go kick. Kick right time.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Learning to relax, that's a challenge. Because I'm trying to learn what relaxes while kicking.
Okay. Look
It's
at
hard
me,
to
baby.
relax while kicking.
Look at me. Baby.
Yeah.
Look at me. Look at me. You touch my body.
Okay.
I'm not holding it.
Okay. Yeah.
But you too steep.
Okay. On the upper body. Alright. I'm stiff because I don't want to die.
You are not going to die. Let's deflate the water.
Alright. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, kick.
Move your legs. Kick.
Okay. So, what should I be thinking about with kicking?
You are kicking with your toes.
Okay, so this is my toes.
This is your toes.
Okay.
Look at the main work.
Okay.
This is the main work.
So is it flexing this way or
Yes.
the whole feet?
It's going this way.
Okay. So I'm not moving the toes like this. Only the whole leg is kicking.
Only the whole leg is kicking, but you need to kick only with toes.
Okay. So the whole leg is moving but kick with the toes. Okay. Alright. And it's going. So if this is the whole feet, is the whole feet going?
This is the whole feet.
Okay.
You just stretch and kick with your toes.
Okay. Okay. So this stays the same and this kicks. Okay.
Yes.
Alright.
Very good.
Okay.
Make sure you close your legs together.
Okay. So much harder when it's closer.
Now,
it's harder when the leg is close together.
Now, if your legs are close together, when you are kicking, it makes you to move faster.
Okay.
But when your legs are open, it don't makes you to move.
Okay.
Do you understand me?
That makes sense.
So when your legs are closed, you kick, it makes you to move faster. When you're kicking with your toes, it makes you to move faster. But when your legs are open, the water we have is way in between your legs. You'll be kicking.
That makes sense. Now when I kick closer, it's harder. It's harder. Okay. All right. Do it again. Okay. All right. And then once we learned that, then we went to
how to survive.
How to survive. Oh, one more thing. We learned freestyle as well. So once we learned breaststroke, then we learned freestyle. So for you guys that don't know, breaststroke is this movement where you use your hands and your legs. And then freestyle is where you kick and then you move your arms. The one that most people are very familiar with, that they see Michael Phelps doing, is the freestyle.
Good job. Because why we stopped here? Because the pool is shorter.
Yeah.
It's shorter because you not hurt his hand.
Yeah.
I don't want you to hurt his hand here. It's shorter. So now, when we get to the bigger pool, so we see the good of Mr. Bayo.
Yeah. Now for me, freestyle was initially was
not working.
Yeah, it was not working. And then later I got it. And then I preferred it over breaststroke. But then I got so comfortable that I didn't want to change. And then after a while, he forced me to learn breaststroke. And then I later learned that breaststroke is actually much more efficient way to swim than this. So then after and I'm still learning that movement. So I think that's the thing, is that sometimes you just don't learn something and stop. You have to still keep practicing it and moving it and doing all that stuff. So before we move on to the next step, I think one of the, and this might help other coaches or other people learning how to swim, I think one of the mistakes, the reason why this guy is so smart, I think one of the mistakes that other people have done with me in the past is that they were trying to teach me from a stationary position. So he started teaching me with motion. And I learned that with motion, I'm able to actually float. Other people were trying to teach me too much too soon. So I think the initial thing is just learn how to push with motion, and eventually you learn how to swim and not rely on pushing. So that was the part. And some of these things that I'm talking about, it's not like a one-day process. This is like phase one. We're gonna learn this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times till we get it. And then phase two, we're gonna learn it, even if it takes 3 weeks till we get it. And then one of my goals is also not to learn how to swim. So when I met him, I said, I just want to be at a pool party and somebody mistakenly pushed me into the pool. I want to be able to not drown, be able to come up and survive. So that leads us to our next step.
Another step then, we started from the deep side, how to survive inside the water. When somebody push you, wherever you find yourself, how to come up and how to maneuver and get yourself out.
Okay, so that was the next step. So the next step is, this was like something that I've always wanted to do. So the first time I was a little bit scared of it. So this step is pretty much like, I imagine that I'm at the bottom of the pool, in the middle of the pool, and I have to find my way to the edge. So the practice was to start at the pool, push towards the edge, and then apply what I have learned. So we did that many times, right?
Yeah.
Go. Okay.
You
So
wait a little bit
before you move.
before you move.
Did you bend your body a little?
I bend my legs
Okay.
and body a little.
Okay.
Okay. now.
All right. This is still like scary to me.
Yes, you do.
Till I get in the water, it's still like scary.
Easy.
I'm nervous.
Just stay a little bit in the
Okay.
mouth of it.
All
Are
right.
you ready?
Yep.
Ready?
Yep. Wow. So that was the next step is survival. So now I feel like
You are swimming.
I can survive. Like if somebody gets me in the pool and I end up, I can take that 30-40 seconds to find my way to the edge. And by the way, guys, I almost drowned before. But this one I was young. I just jumped in the pool because I thought it was
In the mouth.
intuitive to know how to. And then I did everything that you're not supposed to do. I flailed, I freaked out, I screamed, and I went down and down till somebody finally came and got me. So now I won't go through that again. So then, after we went through that and we mastered that, what was the next step?
No, we are still working on
Okay,
breathing.
okay, breathe in, yes,
We
okay.
are working on breaststroke breathing and freestyle breathing.
Yes, okay. So,
Because if you are swimming without breathing, you will choke. No matter how long you stay inside the water, you will drink water. But you need to breathe. When you swim, you bring out your head and take some energy and go back again. It keeps you going. Do you understand me? Like, it keeps you going. When you are swimming without not breathing, you choke, you get tired. But when you are swimming, bringing up your head and take your air, you keep you going, more energy in you. So when you come, I know what is making you to break down. When you swim through and flow, when you get there, you relax a little bit.
Okay.
Suspend yourself on the air a little bit.
Okay.
Let me go.
all right.
You wait a little bit like this.
You're coming up for air each time,
Yeah.
so you can do that. Oh, okay.
What you can wait a little bit this way,
Okay.
and you continue with it.
Okay.
You wait a little bit here.
I was trying to not take too long of a break.
No, you rush.
Okay.
You rush.
You don't want me to take too much.
No, you need to
Okay.
wait a little bit.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So, this specific session is about practicing endurance. Because when I went into the deeper pool, I couldn't make it to the other side. So one of the things that we're doing is I need to learn how to go continuously for 3 laps with just taking breaks in between. So last time I was supposed to do 10 reps of 3. I could only do like 3 or 4. So now I want to practice it a little bit more, and then our next training session, when I'm fresh, I'll come back and practice it. All right, so come up, back, back, breaststroke.
Breaststroke.
Okay. once I finally become comfortable in knowing how to move through water. So over time, I learned that I'm actually holding my breath. Because the pool was smaller, I would hold my breath till I get to the end. But I can swim, but I'm holding my breath. And then
we went to 22
yes,
meters pool.
And then I was like, okay, I think I'm done with this level. I want to go to a deeper pool where I cannot feel my feet. Let's go, let's do it. So then I went there, and then I almost drowned. So let me share why. So one of the things that he's been telling me was that now we need to learn how to breathe. So we've been practicing here trying to learn how to breathe, and I just couldn't get it. But I think going to that pool made me realize how important it is. Because now I realize that our goal was to swim in the deep end and go the whole, actually not the whole length, halfway of the thing. And halfway is twice of this pool, the length. So as I was swimming, I was out of breath halfway through that. And I couldn't breathe anymore because I haven't learned how to breathe. I've only learned how to swim. So I panicked, I freaked out. I was like, then he pushed me and he was close to me the whole time. Good morning, guys. I'm going with my swim coach, and we have been practicing on the regular swimming pool that's 4 feet, 6 foot deep. But today we're going to another estate, and we're going to a bigger pool. So, because of lack of time this morning, we're actually going to catch public transportation, one of those damn fools over there. Okay. Alright, so that's what we're doing. I haven't caught one since I've been here. I've always done boats.
Come on, study for.
That car was fast.
Today there is no traffic.
Yeah.
Because people have never resumed work.
Oh, okay.
Because if people have resumed work, we have never gotten here.
Yeah, there would be a lot of traffic. So we just got off the bus. We had to cross the road. Now we're heading to the estate. There's not a lot of traffic this morning, thank God. So we're just hustling to get to where we need to go. All right, guys, we are here, and I see the deep pool. I see where it says deep end. Dun, 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 dun. Let me zoom in. So deep end, and we're ready. What's up, guys? Just a quick update. Oh my God. So today we came to this big pool here. Let me show you guys. So we came to this big pool here, and I've gotten very comfortable with our own pool that's like 4 feet, 6 foot. I can touch the ground, but I've learned how to swim, which is amazing. Like, I can move through water. I can survive if somebody pushed me in the pool. I can jump in the pool and find my way to the edge, which was like the main purpose. That was like the main goal. I wanted to not be afraid of the pool. Now, the next step is I want to see how I can be in a water that I cannot actually touch my feet when I stand up. So today we came here, and then we did all our little drills and stuff like that. And he gave me a first exercise to swim in a shallow end from one side to the other. And guys, I think I learned another kind of limitation. When I swim, I've always held my breath when I do laps. But now, this pool was a little bit longer, so I literally could not breathe after reaching almost about halfway. So I panicked. I thought I was gonna die, I was gonna drown. So the guy had to come back, push me up till I find the edge, and then I was good. So then that created that level of fear. So then I had to go back to the shallow end to practice a little bit more. And the thing that I mainly wanted to, that I was forced to practice today was endurance. So learning how to swim, but also taking the time to come up for air and going back to swim, and coming up for air, going back to swim, so I can swim a little bit longer. So I took the time to practice that. And then I just practiced again in the deep end, and I was able to go fully. Amazing. And another thing that we did today was practicing like floating a little bit. So now, another drill that we did to kind of get me comfortable in the shallow end is to actually walk down to the shallow end, get a feel for how it feels. But also practicing that when you go down, it's okay to go down, just go all the way down and push up, and then find your way to the edge. Anyways, so that was my lesson today. I'm very excited and very happy that I was able to conquer swimming in the deep end. So now I just need to be practicing how to go a little bit longer and how to not freak out when my feet cannot touch the ground. All right, guys, I just wanted to check in with you all. Let me have my swimming coach do a shout out. Hello, sir.
Hello.
So what do you think about the lesson today?
Today was awesome.
Okay.
It was very good. He tried to go to the deep side and the longer pool, and we swam 22 meters pool today. The deep side is 12 feet.
Wow,
So
12 feet.
12 feet.
Wow, so what do you feel like I need to work on now?
You need to work on your breath holding and how to breathe, come out and relax yourself. You need to
Okay.
work on relaxing.
So we took some time to learn how to like freestyle, come up for air, freestyle, come up for air, freestyle, come up for air. So that is the phase where we're at now, is we're trying to learn how to breathe with freestyle or
Breaststroke.
breaststroke. And one thing that we did at the big pool, which was awesome, is this pool, how deep was that pool, sir?
12 feet.
12 feet. Okay, so this pool is 6 foot, so I can still stand. That one is like double deep. So
22 meters.
oh
Length.
my gosh, and it was 22 meters. So one of the things that I also had to learn, which again is because I haven't practiced, is learning how to go all the way down
And coming up.
and then coming back up and feel okay. So that was one thing that we had to practice while I was there. It's like going all the way down and then pushing back up and then finding the edge and then surviving. So that is our journey for learning how to swim so far, and I think it's been 2.5 months. Also, if you guys are interested, if you're in Lagos, Nigeria, you're coming to visit and you'd like to book him to help you learn how to swim, I will put a link underneath this video. You guys can fill out the form and then he'll get in touch with you. I want more black people to learn how to swim. I want parents to put their kids in swimming, because anytime there's a disaster with water, it's like it's a survival thing. You need to know how to survive. If there's a flooding that happens and you don't know how to escape, it's not good. So I want to be an inspiration that it's not too late to learn how to swim. You just have to make it a priority, and you have to be committed to the process, just like you commit to anything else. So it's possible with commitment. So yeah, I will see you guys on part 2 of this video. Thanks for watching.